boMotswala, feliciasebolelo, better known as Lelo, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, hi, welcome. I hope at the end of this video you'll do the right thing by clicking the right subscribe button below. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, what's popping, what's cracking, and all of those good stuff. So as you can see by the title, I am back with another segment episode of makeup and the Bible. So if you're interested in that, let's get into this video. Anyways, yes guys, as you can see by the title, today is another episode of Makeup and the Bible. Disclaimer as per usual, hi kids, ebe makeup ke tika skepsis some tutor, so let's continue guys. To make matters worse, I got a few things from Take a Lot. I got a primer and I got an eyebrow pencil. So what do you more? Okay, born I feel. Anyways, today we'll be sharing another famous yet unbelievable. Like is the less for me, but you know, our God does the impossible. Thank you very much. So today I'll be sharing with you the story of Samson and Delilah. If you don't know about Samson and Delilah, please go to the book of Judges, chapter 13. Read from chapter 13 all the way to chapter 16. It's very lengthy, but it's very interesting, and I'll try to keep it short. Okay? Anyways, I'll be busy with my makeup, but before I get into it, let me tell you as I still how I reached this decision of telling you about Samson and Delilah. So I was with my sister Lelo. So we're busy chatting, having a good time, and then we started reminiscing about, how we grew up, and then we started listening to songs, Tabo, Kagma, Lusanda, and the spiritual group, and Bo Deborah Feza. Anyways, so while we're listening to the songs, this particular song, watch it. But on this I can't sing. I'm just doing this for you guys' entertainment. Okay? Thank you very much. So we listened to that song and I was like, oh my God, this is my next episode of Makeup and the Bible. So let's get into it. So Samson and Delilah, as mentioned, Mudim. I washed my face now, so this is my first time using this primer. Jehovah. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, so as I said earlier in the beginning of the video, you can find the story in the book of Judges. It's in the Old Testament, the book of Judges, chapter 13 to chapter 16. So as per usual, we all know in the Old Testament it will start by saying, and then the Israelites turned their back on God. Jesus, help us. So we all know they have started their shenanigans. Okay, so the Israelites has turned their back on God, and then it introduces us to this man who was an Israelite, and he had a wife, and they were childless. So the angel appeared to, never to, I forgot the names of the people, ne? Yeah, so we'll just go with the flow. Usually, the angel the angel appeared to the wife of that man and told the lady that, oh, my sister, you are gonna be pregnant. Né? So what you need to do is not have alcohol and those type of things. You're gonna have a son, and when your son is born, make sure that Reza does not, touch his head. He doesn't cut his hair for the rest of his life, since he's dedicated to the Lord in your belly already. Okay, sharp hair. Miguel aba excited amata allergies amunahai. She went and told the husband, Tohila, I got a visitation. Anyways, I got a visitation from the Lord's angel, and Banjit said this and that. So the husband, the angel appeared to the husband as well, and then he confirmed, oh yeah, that's well, your wife is gonna have Joe, this is of course, your wife is gonna have a son, and make sure her razor does not cut reaches his medium. I get the point where, but I will do my eyebrows off camera, okay? But also, I can't do my eyebrows off camera because I have to talk to you guys. Jehovah. Anyways, so the woman became pregnant, so they're expecting the savior of the Lord, and then they named the baby Samson, okay? So Samson was, he was dedicated from God. He was the promise to save the Israelites and stuff like that. Surely, Samson, Hanzatla Aholamo, he grew up. Samson Hanzatla he grew up to be a very strong man, and then he did a lot of things. He saved the Israelites from the hand of many people and stuff like that. He once tore a lion with his bare hands in half. Tear it apart in half. That's how strong he was. So so this other time I messed up my story. The thing is, at the beginning, the Israelites were captured by the Philistines. So they were still roaming around in the Philistines' territory or whatever. So Samson he fell in love, and then he wanted to marry this Philistine girl name. And then so he went and told his parents, I have found a woman that I want to marry. And his parents were completely against that union, simply because the girl is a Philistine, and the Philistines and the Israelites had mixed. Okay? So, because he was strong-willed and very stubborn, they let him be. So they let him marry that Philistine Miguel. So that's point number one. He already had a wife. Okay? So he went and married that girl, and they lived. So towards chapter 16, chapter 16, Samson goes to Gaza. When he gets to Gaza, he sees a prostitute and spends the night with the prostitute. Is going downhill from there. So he spends the night with the prostitute, and then Jehovah. And then Batwa of Giza, they get to find out about him because he was very famous at this point for his strength and all of that. So everybody wanted, his downfall per se. So those people of what Giza, they heard of Ote. He spent the night with the prostitutes. They tried to. Because I get the point that you guys are saying. So they tried to kind of attack him. Attack him and, try to kill him basically. But they didn't succeed because the guy was abnormally strong, thanks to the Lord. Okay? So that's what happened. Okay? So as he was there, later on he was in the Better Valley of Soka, something like that. So highly in the Valley of Soka. Oh, this is already telling you he was away from his wife, away from his family, busy roaming, looking for people's trouble. Okay? So he went and he fell in love, literally. He fell in love with a woman there named Delilah. So this is the part we have all been waiting for. He falls in love with Delilah, and then halfway in love with the Delilah. Delilah, I think, was also a Philistine. So the rulers of the Philistines back home again for a lesson. As Guyana is in love with you, and we need to find out what is the source of his power so that we can kill him, okay? And capture him and stuff like that. So he's like, okay, no wahala. They gave her money, and then Mugele went about her business. What I like about Delilah is that she was not, she went straight to the point. She didn't, pretend like, oh, she's in love with him and stuff like that. She just made it known, this is what I'm here for. And after Samson could not even see it. Anywho, then Delilah was spending the night obviously with Samson, and she was like, oh, my dear Abiko, tell me what. Okay, I should do that after foundation. Okay, I don't know. Hey, Sebulelo. What is the source of your powers? Okay, if someone needs to take you down, she is not sugarcoating it, guys. She is just saying it as it is. Okay, my brother, what is the source of your power? If someone wants to bring you down, what must they do? Samson began to be not really resistant. He just became resistant, and he was like, no, whatever. If you tie me with 7 fresh bowstrings that have not been dried up, I will become as weak as any other man. So as Delilah sent word to her people, hey, tonight go lead into her, and then I will do that, and then you guys can capture him. Okay? So later at night, Delilah ties him with the 7 fresh bowstrings, and then after tying it, she's like, Samson, the Philistines are here to get you. And then Samson just breaks off the bowstrings, and he attacks them. And then again, oh, how come you don't love me? Because you can't tell me the truth. Why are you doing this to me? Tell me the source of your powers. And Samson, at this point, I'm like, how dumb can you be? He's like, okay, if you want me to be weak, you have to tie me with new ropes that have never been used before. Mogele, as per usual, never disappointing, sends word to her people. She's like, okay, he told me the truth. Kikalibiza later on. And then she ties him with 7 with fresh ropes that have never been used before. And then after tying him with the ropes, he calls the Philistines. So, hey, he calls the Philistines. And then after they come, he's like, Samson, he wakes Samson up. Or, Samson, the Philistines are here to get you. Save us. Yeah. Jwale, Samson, as per usual, he breaks the ropes like it's nothing. You can't on a toilet paper or something. Like it's nothing. And then again, he overpowers them and they can't take him. And then, as per usual, girl goes back, you don't love me. Why are you not telling me the source of your powers? And stuff like that. And still, Samson is not getting the picture. Samson. He is not getting the picture. Mutunana is out to get me. Maybe I should remove myself from this, but no, he doesn't. So, again, he's like, okay, let me tell you, my powers is that, okay, if you want me to be weak like any other man, you will have to, you will have to, you will have to wove 7 braids. And remember that he has never cut his hair in his life, so he has very long hair at this point. So he's like, no, if you want to make me weak like any other man, just braid 7 braids and then tie them with a pin at the end, and I'm weak like any other man. Again, that's a lie because we all know the truth. And then this time the girl had enough. She was like, okay, I'm done. You don't want to tell me the source of your powers. There is really no point. There is really no point. You're embarrassing me. Hooray! This girl, because she was not sugarcoating anything. You are not telling me the source of your powers. You're making a fool out of me. So tell me now. Okay, Samsoni fell for her trick, and then he was like, okay, since I was in my mother's womb, I've been dedicated to the Lord, so no razor has ever touched my head in my entire life. So she sent word to her people, hey, this time, trust me, if I were the Philistines at this point, I'd be like, she's lying. We have been here. We have been here. And she's been failing, so why now? But anyways, they believed her. And then the girlie took a razor and chopped off Samson's hair. And immediately, the Lord left him and his powers were gone. So had the pastor had to look on more. So he's not away and he's sleeping. And then Delilah calls his people, and then she does the usual, hey, Samson, the Israelites are here to kill us, save us. And then as he tries to get up, I think they had tied him as well. As he tried to, break off whatever they had tied him with, he couldn't do it. And he was shook for the first time in his life because you understand? So he's like, So the Israel Philistines are very happy at this point. Very happy. They are very happy. They take him in. They goshed out his eyes. So obviously, I'm blind. And then they took him to the palace, and then they were having a celebration. Anyways, they took him to the place and they were having celebrations. They were having celebration because it's a feast. And everybody, the Philistines are very happy. They are very happy or they finally found the guy who has been terrorizing them all these years. So Samson is there also in the palace. They are celebrating his downfall. And then, they had tied him to, cut him down. They had tied him in ropes to a pillar. So while he is there, while he's there, to show that this celebration was going for a very long time, his hair grew back. And as his hair is growing back, as per usual, oh Jehovah, please forgive me. He started praying to the Lord, asking for repentance, and asking the Lord for if he can just one more time give me power to overcome these people, to kill these people. That would be fantastic, even because he knew the strategy that he has of killing the Israelites would cost him his life. So he asked the Lord, Lord, strengthen me one more time. Strengthen me one more time. Let this not be the last of Samson. The fact that he's been captured, let it not be the last of Samson. So because our God is so gracious, because he is so gracious, he gave Samson, he answered Samson's request. And then Samson came with a plan. He asked one of the servants, please bring me closer to the pillars. Pillars, also, once you have a building and you move the pillars, obviously the house is going to collapse. So he was tied in the center of the building. So he asked them to, tell him to bring him closer to both the pillars. So I don't know how tall Samson is, because how are you gonna get hold of the two pillars at the same time? Anywho, so Samson did that. They brought him closer, and he cut him down. He used all the strength that he had, and he basically crushed the building, the palace, and everybody who was in there died, including himself. This was a miracle, because how do you bring down a whole building, collapse the building, kill people, and die along with the people? This can only be God. So that's how Samson died, and that's how he was able to defeat the Philistines, mind you, in that one collapsing scenario. He killed more Philistines than he had ever killed in his entire life. Imagine. But Biblia imunat and then I do not understand. The story is very quickly, and I didn't finish my makeup on time, but it's fine. So that's how Samson died, and that was literally the end of Samson. Delilah and I reached each other time because the girl did what she had to do. The girl did what she had to do, and she got her money's worth for it. So, I'm sharing this story because reason number one, how Samson, oh no, what were you doing when you were not sent? Okay, sometimes we need to stay in our own space. Oh, we should just stay in our own lane. Oscar move as a moving day, because even when God leaves because when God leaves you, you won't even recognize that you have left His presence because you're busy making decisions without Him. And now, personally, I don't hate Delilah because I feel like Miguel was honest from the get-go. She was like, tell me. He wasn't like trying to she wasn't like trying to act as if she is in love or act as if she cares about Samson when clearly she didn't care about him. So it's all on him for trusting and believing Delilah. Or Delilah will be a good girl for him when clearly Delilah had an ulterior motive. She wanted money and she was going to get it at any cost, and she was truthful about it. So, done for Lamona is very easy. Kiss get. Done for Lamona. I'll just rest with this water. Just pause. So this is the final look. I had to finish it off camera because the video was getting too long and I don't want to drag the whole situation. So we can learn a thing or two from Samson and Delilah. This segment is mainly to encourage you to go and read the word for yourself, read the Bible. There are a lot of stories to be discovered. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from these characters that we meet. And I hope you learned a thing or two. Well, nothing is impossible with God. He will give you powers that you'll be able to overcome all your enemies and stuff like that. So with God, nothing is impossible. With that, no, I'm lying. So with that, I've come to an end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like this quick makeup. Oh, slowly but surely I'm improving. I didn't do much. It's just foundation and my so-called eyebrows. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this segment. Another reminder, another thing is that before I forget, another thing is that, so last week I uploaded on a Wednesday and you guys seem to like it, so I'm like, I'll also continue uploading on a Wednesday because for some reason I am getting more views on a Wednesday. So I don't know if it's the day or the time or the one, I don't know, but for now we'll just keep it on every Wednesday 12 o'clock. And since it's the month of June, please be on the lookout for the shorts that I'll be posting every day without fail, for in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. So yeah, I'm officially done. I hope you liked this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. I love you so much for watching, and God bless you. Bye guys.